Hey everybody, hope you guys are healthy and safe. So I primarily do my work off of two laptops. I work off a 2019 16-inch MacBook Pro and a Huawei MacBook Pro. So this is the 2021 edition. Before that, I was using the 2020 edition. So I use this machine for my writing work because it's so light and thin and portable. And I use the MacBook for editing videos because I use Final Cut Pro. Now both of these laptops are really good at what they do, but unfortunately both of them suffer from the same flaw. They have a really weak webcam. It's a 720p webcam. Resolution's quite grainy and it suffers from dynamic range. Like right now I'm sitting with a window behind me. If it gets really bright outside, it just completely blows out the light. And the Huawei MacBook Pro has a relatively poor webcam location. It's down here in the keyboard. So if you're putting your laptop on a table like this, you're actually shooting up at this odd angle, up your nostril like this. So luckily, there's a really good solution to this, and that is the Obsbot Tiny. You know, if you follow my channel for several years, you may remember that I actually covered this exact same camera before. It's basically an AI camera that will automatically track onto your face and keep you center frame at all times. But that version I tested 2-3 years ago was like this big. This is the tiny version, as the name implies, and check it out, it looks like this. So this is really a webcam that you can prop on top of your laptop. It comes with this little clip that allows you to clip it onto your laptop lid like so. So this webcam, it's a 1080p camera and it's built on top of a 2-axis gimbal. And like I said, it will basically lock onto my face and follow my movement and keep me center frame. And the best part is, you don't have to download a software if you don't want to. It's literally plug and play. So I just have to plug in a USB-C cable into my MacBook and just watch. This is gonna light up in a second and it's gonna begin working. So right now it's already working. I'm gonna turn on the photo booth on my Mac. And then now if I wanna start tracking, I just have to wave my hand in front of the camera like so. You see the light turns blue. Now it has begun tracking. Now I'm gonna move here a little bit. And you see this camera is following my movement right now. My movement. You see I move my head here, it's following me this way. I move my head here, it's gonna follow me this way. I'm gonna stand up a little bit. And you see it's following my head all around. So that's not all as far as gestures. You know how you have an open hand, open palm, that starts tracking your face? If you have an L, you can actually get the camera to zoom in. So it's kind of like loser and then the camera will zoom in. And of course, it's gonna follow me wherever I go. Well, and one more cool thing about the Obsbot Tiny is that even if someone walks behind me or they stick their head into the camera to get into frame, it will not stop the tracking because the camera uses AI algorithms to recognize my face. So it knows it's tracking this face. So unless I have a twin brother or something, it's not gonna matter. He can jump into the frame and then this will still follow me around, not him around. So this is entirely plug and use. You don't have to download a software if you want, but if you want, there is a companion app that you can download called the Obsbot Tiny Cam. So I've already installed it on the Mac. So I'm just gonna open it up and now it allows you to reset the gimbal if you want. So for example, let's say this is kind of misaligned like so. Then you can just tap on this to reset the gimbal, and you can even control the gimbal yourself like this. So you can control the gimbal manually. And that's not all. This webcam also has 2 microphones built in, one on each side. So it records probably cleaner sound than the laptop. Let me test it out right now actually. This is webcam footage captured with the MacBook Pro's 720p webcam. This is the 2019 MacBook Pro that cost me like $2,400 US. Okay, now this is footage coming from the Obsbot Tiny's 1080p resolution camera. Not only is the footage sharper, my voice should probably be a little bit more full because there's 2 mics built into the camera. And if I move around, the camera will follow me. So this is the Obsbot Tiny. It sells for $199 US. I think this is worth investing in for people who do a lot of video calls because keep in mind, this is a really expensive flagship laptop from 2019, and this is a 2021 flagship laptop, and both of these webcams are still pretty mediocre. So imagine how bad the webcams must be if you're using like a 5-year-old laptop. And on top of that, the automatic face tracking is quite useful. So if you're someone who has to give a presentation at home, you can walk around your entire living room and the camera will keep you center frame. So anyway, that's it for now. If you're interested in knowing more about these type of really cool random gadgets coming out of Shenzhen, you might want to consider subscribing to my channel because, you know, I live in Hong Kong, only 1 hour away from Shenzhen, so I get my hands on a lot of these like crazy cool tech. Anyway, thanks for watching.